Alrighty, so just a quick video today responding to a gentleman who commented on one of my videos. It was the Alan Jones on mask wearing debunked video that I put up a couple of days ago. Basically responding to one of Alan Jones's videos that had went viral a couple of weeks ago, decrying the use of face masks and lockdowns as tools to fight the coronavirus, saying it was stealing our freedoms, etc., etc. And this video bothered me for a number of reasons, which I outlined in the video. I'll link it somewhere. And so I made what I felt was like a really considered piece, sort of rebutting line by line all of the things that he says in the video. Posted it, not expecting much fanfare. I didn't expect a bunch of people to say, "Oh, it's a really good point. I've been a lifelong Alan Jones fan for 500 years and you really talked me around, George." But I thought, you know, for those for whom, you know, their brains are still functioning, there might be something interesting in it for those people. Anyway, so I got a comment on this video from a gentleman named John O'Neill. Yes, full name. This is all in caps because YouTube comment sections are garbage. "You are spreading fake news, George Tsipos. You still suffer from tunnel vision, mate." And I just wanted to say, like, our contributions to the dialogue are not the same thing. Like, I read dozens of articles which I referenced, source in the video and links in the description, spent the better part of a day putting this 13-minute video together where I break it down piece by piece. I had to learn editing techniques for Premiere Pro that I didn't know before in order to get this video done. And I just wanted to say our contribution to the dialogue, John, is not the same. Conservatives have a habit of doing this, and maybe this is just an indictment of where the discourse currently is in this moment in time. But like, I put together a really well-considered, thorough thing, and this guy says, "Nuh-uh, fake news." And those two ideas are meant to be equal somehow. So my response was to say citation needed, because he doesn't even talk about what exactly he takes issue with in the video, what he feels is incorrect or not cited well enough. Who knows if he even completed the video. You know, I think anyone who's an Alan Jones fan who deliberately goes out of their way to click on a video called Alan Jones on mask wearing debunked maybe doesn't have the purest intentions in mind, an open mind in order to, you know, properly receive dialogue in the first place, if you just click on something in order to shit all over it. It's this evidence of this relentless both sidesism, you know, balances bias. We see this a lot in the media when we talk about climate change reporting, for example, where it's like, well, we've got the climate scientist, someone who's devoted his entire life to studying the subject on this side, and on the other side, we've got some who thinks the opposite of that. And then you as the viewer see the whatever it is, the segment on television, the debate, if you will, and framing it in those terms is actually disadvantageous for the viewer, because they see both of these points of view presented side by side, and they think, well, there's some people on this side, some people on that side. Both of those points of views must be equal. And the fact is, they're not equal. Some things are just true. When the CEOs for all the major tobacco companies went to Congress and said nicotine is not addictive,
I don't believe that nicotine or our products are addictive.
I believe nicotine is not addictive.
I believe that nicotine is not addictive.
there weren't two sides to that story. There was the true side, which is nicotine is addictive and does cause cancer, and the false side, which is that they don't. And representing them as though they are both sides of an equally valid argument misrepresents the preponderance of the evidence. So, John, I just wanted you to know it's not the same thing. I don't get to work really hard putting this well-resourced video together And you don't get to just say fake news. And those are the same thing. This is where it's at though. This is the dialogue. Me. Long essay. The other side. No. I know we're all in our own echo chambers to some degree. I know I have my own echo chamber, but I feel as though I make a good faith effort to follow the evidence and see where things are that don't necessarily align with my point of view. And I can't say the same, especially for people in the YouTube comments section. You know, when people send me videos or they send me links and it's clear from the way they've described it that they don't actually fully understand the content of what it is that they've sent. It's clear to me that you're actively propagating misinformation. You've taken the time to retweet something. It's easy to retweet. It's easy to just, you know, put something in your Instagram story. Even though it would only take 30 seconds, 2 minutes to Google it and see what the story behind it is, see who the person is, see if they're well credentialed. A lot of people just aren't doing that in so many different areas, and I find it concerning. This is the exact kind of mentality that I'm pushing back against. So thanks, John, for making my point as well as literally anyone could. But what would I expect from Alan Jones supporters but that? Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. I would love to know what your comments are. John, feel free to pop down into the comments, mate. We'll have a dialogue. Thanks for listening, guys. Love your faces. See you in the next episode. Peace.